Captured in 1947, this photo reveals Winston Churchill in an unexpectedly warm moment as he feeds an albino kangaroo. Far from his wartime persona, the scene shows a softer side of the statesman, offering a rare glimpse of calm and humanity during the post-war years.
Taken in 1869, this photo captures a humble barber shop with a barber, his reclining customer, and another man waiting nearby. The rough wooden walls, scattered tools, and improvised chairs reflect the simplicity and charm of everyday frontier life, where barbershops doubled as local gathering places.
This playful 1950s image shows a boy excitedly operating a toy robot, complete with oversized sci-fi goggles and a remote control. It perfectly captures the decade's love for futuristic gadgets when children and adults alike dreamed of space travel, intelligent machines, and a bright technological tomorrow. Photographed in 1990, this tender scene shows Soviet Georgian water polo great Petr Mushvenyaradze sitting with his grandson. Known for Olympic triumphs and fierce athleticism, he appears here simply as a grandfather, sharing warmth and continuity across generations beyond the intensity of competitive sport.
Dating to around 1873, this unusual Victorian portrayal of Humpty Dumpty features a large, eerie costume head perched atop a wall beside Alice. The image reveals the whimsical yet unsettling style of early theatrical adaptations, capturing the imaginative and often strange spirit of 19th century storytelling.
This early century scene captures a huge flock of sheep moving through Piccadilly, used to keep London's park lawns trimmed at minimal cost. The image highlights an inventive approach to city maintenance before modern machinery, blending rural traditions with the expanding urban landscape.
This striking image captures a German soldier on the Eastern Front using a flamethrower to light a cigarette, a darkly ironic moment amid relentless warfare. The photo illustrates the harsh conditions, stress, and grim routine soldiers faced while navigating one of the most brutal campaigns of World War II.
This lively image shows Benedictine nuns laughing and splashing in the Pacific Ocean during a 1960 vacation at Greyland. Their raised arms and bright smiles capture a rare, candid moment of freedom and delight, offering a heartwarming look at the human side of monastic life.
Photographed in 1880, Buffalo Bill Cody embodies the rugged mythology of the American West. Known for his scouting skills and wildly popular frontier shows, he blended real frontier experience with theatrical flair, becoming one of the most influential figures in crafting Western legend and global pop culture.
This charming 1906 portrait features a cat dressed sharply in a tiny suit and top hat, capturing the quirky humor of early novelty photography. These playful images were often sold as postcards, reflecting a lighthearted slice of everyday entertainment in the early 20th century.
This haunting image shows a young Russian girl being interrogated by German soldiers in Novorossiysk during 1943. Accused of aiding partisans, she stands with a mix of fear and defiance. The photo exposes the brutal tensions, civilian vulnerability, and harsh occupation tactics on the Eastern Front.
This lively 1920s photograph shows a large family packed into an early automobile, proudly posing during a casual drive. It highlights the era's fascination with cars, the close-knit nature of big families, and the playful, adventurous energy of everyday life in early America.
This photo shows the brutal attack on truck driver Reginald Denny during the 1992 Los Angeles riots. Pulled from his vehicle at a notorious intersection, he became one of the riot's most widely televised victims, symbolizing the turmoil and racial tension gripping the city.
This 1895 photo from Knoxville, Tennessee, shows children proudly building a snow hut while two women watch with amusement. Captured in the late 19th century, it offers a charming look at winter pastimes from a time when simple outdoor play created unforgettable childhood memories.
On the set of Dr. No in 1962, Sean Connery pauses filming to sign a coconut for a young Jamaican girl. The photo reveals a charming, off-camera exchange that humanizes the iconic actor and beautifully reflects the cultural connection formed during Bond's earliest days.
This 1914 image features the Syracuse 2nd Varsity Crew team posing proudly with their oars along the waterfront. It highlights the raw athleticism and dedication of early collegiate rowers, offering a glimpse into the traditions and competitive spirit that helped form America's university sports heritage. This remarkable 1931 photograph shows Charlie Chaplin meeting Mahatma Gandhi, bridging Hollywood fame with global political influence. Their conversation about modern society, industrial change, and peace created an unexpected intellectual connection, capturing a moment where two iconic voices from different worlds found shared understanding.
Inside a small Paris cafe in 1954, patrons paused their conversations to watch a man balance a chair on his chin, filling the room with amusement. The photograph captures the warmth, spontaneity, and tight-knit spirit of everyday French life during the vibrant post-war era.
Alfred Langevin became a minor sensation in the 1930s for his extraordinary ability to smoke a pipe through his eyes, caused by a rare sinus connection. This peculiar talent fascinated audiences, capturing the era's love for oddities and unusual human abilities showcased in sideshows and novelty acts.
This unusual photo shows Tsar Nicholas II leaning into the camera, likely inspecting it when the shutter fired. Far from the stiff royal portraits of the era, the image reveals a rare, humanized glimpse of Russia's last emperor enjoying an informal moment before history took its dramatic turn.
This striking 1934 image shows Mickey Mouse's first appearance as a parade balloon during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City. The moment marks a turning point in Disney's cultural rise, as thousands gathered to watch the beloved cartoon character become part of a cherished national celebration.
His rare medical photo from the late 19th or early 20th century shows a child suffering severe facial damage caused by an untreated bacterial infection long before effective treatments existed. Images like this highlight how profoundly medicine has advanced and how life-saving modern antibiotics truly are.
In 1952, three kittens huddled together as they curiously study a massive grouper behind aquarium glass. The playful contrast between the tiny animals and the giant fish creates a heartwarming scene that reflects the era's growing public interest in wildlife and marine education.
Three children in Nebraska burst into laughter in this 1910 photograph, showing how naturally friendship forms before society teaches division. Their joy highlights a rare moment of unity during a segregated era, capturing the purity, resilience, and simple magic of childhood connection. Set in the lively Samoa Club of 1950 New York, this striking image shows a burlesque performer mid-routine as soldiers watch in awe. The moment captures the era's nightlife energy, blending glamour, escapism, and the cultural shift toward bolder, more expressive forms of entertainment.
This dramatic scene shows a plane perched precariously above the entrance of a building on East 42nd Street after a near-fatal nosedive in 1942. The photo captures the shock, urgency, and unpredictability of early wartime aviation as stunned onlookers gather beneath the wreckage.
This charming 1905 portrait captures an early example of humorous animal photography, featuring a kitten dressed like a tiny Victorian lady. Long before internet memes existed, images like this delighted viewers and showcased how early photographers explored playful, entertaining ways to portray animals.
This rare photo captures the only recorded meeting between Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X in 1964. Though their approaches differed, both fought for justice and equality. The moment symbolizes a powerful convergence of voices that shaped the civil rights movement.
This touching 1950 Canadian photograph shows a Humane Society officer surprising a young boy with a small puppy. The child's nervous excitement and the officer's gentle gesture capture a simple, timeless moment of compassion, highlighting how even a tiny animal can bring hope and comfort. This 1921 photo shows contestants at the very first Miss America pageant standing on the Atlantic City boardwalk as judges prepare to select the nation's inaugural beauty queen. Their simple bathing suits and confident poses capture the beginning of a cultural tradition that would shape American pageantry for decades. In 1959, a lively outdoor hockey game in Sweden came to an abrupt end when the ice suddenly cracked beneath the players. What began as a competitive match turned into pure chaos as athletes plunged into freezing water, capturing the unpredictable wild nature of winter sports before modern rinks existed.
This touching 1909 photograph captures an elderly storyteller enchanting two children with his lively gestures and warm presence. Their bright expressions reveal the timeless magic of stories passed between generations, showing how imagination, wisdom, and human connection continue to shape childhood and memory.
In this rare 1908 photograph, Leo Tolstoy rides his horse Demir across the quiet fields of Yasnaya Polyana. Captured late in his life, the image reflects the writer's devotion to simplicity, nature, and spiritual reflection, far from the fame his literary masterpieces brought him.